So now that we are on to March, here are some books for my March hopefuls. It is also my birthday month. Shout out to all the Pisces out there. I read 40 books last month, so I'm hoping we'll probably try to reach 40 this month. There were so many good books coming out in March. I'm so excited. I'm gonna list like all the books that I plan on reading where they are coming out, and then we'll go to the ones where I just kind of want to like check them off my list. Yeah, Finley Donovan Digs Her Own Grave. I love this series so much. It is such a funny mystery series. I wish this series got its own like TV show. Oathbound. I have no idea what happened in Legendborn and Bloodmarked. We'll have to go back and try to figure out what happened. I've heard Our Infinite Fates that it wasn't as good as people thought it was, so I don't know if I'm gonna read this or not, but it kind of sounds good. Queen of Shadows and Ruins, which is the 4th book in the Nightfire Quartet, finally finishing a series. If I were to compare this to Trial of the Sun Queen though, I prefer that series better. Loved Riftborn, so obviously I'm gonna read Duskbound. This book Will Bury Me is just another new thriller that sounds good. Scorpion and Ignite Blossom, this sounds really good. I know she wrote Iron Widow. I still need to read, but we'll try this book. I think those are all the new ones. Now going to the ones that I hopefully can be checking off my list. By the time this video is out, I probably would have already read the Whisper duology, but I'm almost done with Whisper. So I would have finished all of Lynette Noni's books, but I think I still prefer Prison Healer. I have been reading so many good mystery thriller series, so I'm definitely gonna be reading Wayward Pines because I have heard this is so good, and I do love Blade Crouch. I never finished Jade Legacy, and I do want to finish this trilogy, so I'm gonna have to force myself to drag myself through this. I'm also just stalling on book 5 of the Crave series, something where I need to finish this series, so we're gonna get there eventually. And then a lot of these other fantasy books I want to read. I don't know if I'm gonna get to them because I am a mood reader, so I will see a book and I will be like squirrel and then just completely get rid of all the rest of the books I wanted to read and then focus on that book. Many people have been saying that the Book of Azrael, that series, is so good, so I'm gonna want to check that out. I do want to read Furyborn. I've heard people say they really like that too. Hurricane Wars is something that has been on my radar for a while. That sounds good. I've also been hearing so many good things about the Wheel of Mages series, so I definitely want to check that out. I had the Tainted Cup on here, which is a trilogy, and I think this is supposed to be like mystery fantasy based, so definitely want to read that. I have An Heir Come to Rise and the spin-off series, which is The Stars Are Dying. And this book here, The Fire in the Glass with the Red Hair, I actually have never heard of this. It's called The London Charismatics, but seen on Goodreads that it got really good ratings, so I kind of want to try something like a little new, a little something underrated. So I think we have a lot of good books here, and I think March will be a pretty good month.